Well, did some more stuff. As you can see, I cut the front off the exhaust manifold because I wasn't going to use it anyway. The motor is, yet again, farther back. I think it's about 6 inches from the radiator support to the water pump now. Pretty sure I'm going to leave it there because if I don't, like, that back spark plug, that faces towards the rear of the car. The plug's angled that way, so it's already going to, like, be tough to change that plug. If I go back any farther, it's just going to keep causing me grief. It's going to end up being like one of the Camaros, you know, that have the LS motors in them. They're really hard to change the back plug, so probably going to leave it there. I'm re-engineering the front suspension, so took the front sway bar off, which locates the lower control arm, and so this used to be the driver's side suspension. Yeah, look how huge that is. 8-inch rotor. But so now I took the driver's side suspension, bolted it on the passenger side. That moves the steering arm to the front instead of the back. And now I'm planning on mounting the factory steering rack on the front of this cross member like that. And that should work out all right. I had to blow these. They had these huge motor mount stands here that were like 6 inches tall. I blew them off the torch earlier, but so that's the plan. There is to you know, mount the steering rack to the front, put the driver's side suspension on the passenger side, passenger on the driver, and just reverse everything and see how that goes. That's at least the plan right now. I need a different exhaust manifold because the one that I was going to use on this side turns right down towards the frame, so I'm going to have to get some different one. I'm probably going to port them to, you know. But the oil pan's on it, as you can see, truck pan. Here's how far it hangs down, which I don't think it's going to be a problem. For some reason, the strut from the passenger side is bigger, and that somebody's already ground this out on the other side, so I'm going to have to grind this lip off to bolt this strut back up. But you can see how far back it is. You know, this is where the firewall, this is where the firewall used to be. So, you know, all that's behind where the firewall used to be. I took the steering column totally out for now. You know, I'm gonna have to make my own wiring harness, but I may use some of that. But it's in the car. It ain't gonna have windshield wipers anymore. I cut all this out up here because this hung down all the way to here. So I cut all this metal out. So I could really put the motor anywhere I want, but I really don't think I'm gonna go back any farther with it. I think if I did, it would, you know, it's already probably gonna have issues with wanting to wheelies, and farther back I go, it just end up being something that probably does wheelies instead of actually goes fast. So probably gonna leave it there. That way it's easy to work on the motor still, and I have, you know, they give me more leg room and stuff, and passenger leg room. Probably seen the donut video of the wagon. That was fun. You know, the part where it's smoking the back tires, that's like in third gear at, you know, 6,000 RPM. It's like 200 mile an hour wheel speed. That's why it's smoking on wet pavement. That was pretty fun. But I'm gonna make the, I've already made the downpipe for the exhaust. You saw it in the other video, but here it is. My buddy at work, Adam, welded it up for me while I was doing something else, so he had to tag it for me. But I'm gonna put this on. I'm planning on taking this 4-inch V-band I've had for 10 years and weld on the end of it and make this solid, like weld a cap over the end of this one, and that way it'll be my cutout, and then like blow like a 2.5 inch or 3 inch hole in the side of this thing, and try to run that exhaust under the car with a muffler so it's finally quiet and be a better sleeper, and I can uncap it when I want to. But anyway, the little motor's still for sale. Had no hits on that yet. The little 3T Toyota engine still for sale. And so anyway, I got my other fender done. So the bodywork's done on both my fenders now. At least the initial bodywork. So I got a black front end now. So anyway, gotta figure out about where I'm gonna mount the turbos. I kind of mocked one up over here. I'm probably gonna have to cut all this out and figure out how I'm gonna orient the turbos, because I really don't like turbos with the exhaust facing in, but I don't know, I may be limited to that. I've got to figure that one out. But anyway, I guess that's all. There's an update for now.